PS4 Pro is Sony's supercharged version of the PS4. Not a true next-generation machine in terms of features or horsepower, but a high-performance variant designed to dish out smoother frame rates, 4K pictures, and high dynamic range, HDR. Released at the tail end of 2016, it's now established as Sony's high-end gaming console, with an impressive and growing library of games that use its extra graphical grunt. The only problem for PS4 Pro is that it's no longer the beefiest super console on the block. Microsoft's Xbox One X has it beaten on raw CPU and graphics performance. It has the power to run many games at native 4K resolutions, where the PS4 uses ingenious visual trickery to create something that closely resembles 4K. Has the PS4 Pro's limelight been stolen by Microsoft's new machine then? Not really. While it's no longer the most powerful console on the planet, the PS4 still dishes out astounding-looking games. In fact, you could argue that it hits the sweet spot on price and performance, both for owners of 1080p and 4K screens. If you're used to the standard PS4 or the dinky Xbox One S and Xbox One X, then the PS4 Pro is one hefty matte black slab of console. It's taller, wider, and deeper than the current PS4 model, and while the One X sits slightly taller, the Pro is wider and deeper. It has the same parallelogram profile, but now with 3 levels of deck to the design, plus the same matte plastic throughout the case and rounded corners. It makes a little more fan noise than the old PS4 or the Xbox One S and X, but not enough to be annoying. Tucked away in your AV stack or beneath your TV, it's a surprisingly discreet unit. Sony has replaced the touch-sensitive power and eject buttons of the original PS4 with mechanical efforts, just as it has on recent PS4 revisions. This is an improvement, despite the slightly cheap feel of the buttons, but they remain a bit awkward to find in a hurry. Would it have killed anyone to put in buttons you could actually see? There are 2 USB ports at the front, handy for charging controllers, plus a third at the rear, where it's particularly useful for USB hard drives or for connecting PSVR. There's also a specific connector for the PlayStation camera, plus an Ethernet out, an HDMI out and a digital optical output. Where the smaller PS4s can get all the power they need from a slim figure-8 cable, the PS4 Pro demands a chunky kettle lead. Any improvements to the physical design or feature set are fairly inconsequential in comparison to the PS4 Pro's real advantage, an updated spec. The PS4 Pro has broadly the same 8-core AMD Jaguar CPU as the vanilla version, but running at 2.13 GHz, not 1.6 GHz. The basic system architecture